Did you know that 80% of jobs are actually filled through personal connections? I'm actually unsure of the statistical validity here, but according to LinkedIn, about 80% of professionals attribute their job success to networking. And that makes sense. So in this video, we're gonna talk about 5 different secrets or tips that I can give you to improve your networking skills. To start, let's dive into what networking is. Google defines networking as the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. A lot of people, when they think of networking, automatically go to LinkedIn or Indeed, and that's only a small piece of the puzzle. There's so much more out there, and in this video, we're gonna talk about it. But before that, let's dive into some of the ways that you can improve your networking skills by talking about providing value. We defined it earlier, but networking is a social interaction. It's a two-way street, and both of you have to succeed or find some value with each other for that connection to be made. That can be done in many ways. You can offer insights, you can provide assistance, you can connect them with someone else within your network, but there has to be some reason for them to want to connect with you. And that's difficult. Say you're a college student and you're going to a networking event. It's very difficult to think of what you can bring to the table for someone to want to connect with you. For one, you have a fresh mind and you can provide some very innovative solutions. And then for two, you can really just offer your services. And that's one of the most important ways to provide value. Say you're not a college student or someone who's just completely fresh in their career, there's a lot of ways that you can provide value to someone at networking events. This could include anything such as mentoring, consulting, or just offering your advice. Like I said earlier, you could also share relevant resources, articles, or any information that's relevant to the person. And lastly, one that's maybe a little overlooked is that you can involve yourself in professional organizations. You could do this by just volunteering your time or by attending industry events. So the second thing that you should really work on when networking is following up. And the first thing I'm going to talk about in relation to this is timing. Just know that timing is key when following up. You should aim to follow up 24 to 48 hours after the initial contact has been made, just so that the encounter is still fresh in their mind. You should also try and personalize the message. Don't send a very generic template and copy and paste something from another message. You should try and bring up something from the conversation that you guys had during your encounter. This actually shows that you were genuinely interested in what they were saying, and it also helps them jog their memory so that you can pick up where you left off. Once again, networking is a two-way street, and the best way to follow up is by providing them value once again. So instead of asking them for something immediately, maybe you could recommend some articles, some connections, or just any information that could be beneficial to them. Also, keep it concise and focused. People are busy and have a lot of things going on, so try and get to the point as fast as you can. Try to aim for a brief message that captures their attention and moves the conversation fast. Okay, so let's talk about creating an elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is something that I think is truly beneficial for anybody who goes to networking events because it's an easy way to show them exactly what you're looking for, how you can provide them value, and maybe any call to actions that you want to include. And if you think about it, every interaction is an easy opportunity for you to include an elevator pitch because people are going to ask you what you do anyways. So some tips for your elevator pitch is to keep it concise and clear. It's called an elevator pitch for a reason. It should only be the length of an elevator ride, so around 30 to 60 seconds. You should also explain your value proposition. So what are some problems that you can solve? What are some things that you hope to fulfill? And how can you benefit the people that you're talking to? You should also try your best to be casual and incorporate your elevator pitch into the conversation, because if not, say you have something that you've practiced over and over again and you just deliver it outright, it's gonna sound robotic and just unauthentic, and no one likes that. And then the last tip for your elevator pitch is to end it with a call to action. So really casual, once again, just maybe ask, yeah, maybe I can grab your LinkedIn and we can talk about it more, or maybe you can check out my portfolio, maybe I can grab your email. Something that actually leads to a connection or some further contact. It's getting kind of dark out here, so I'm actually gonna move into my office and finish the video there. Okay. So for the next topic of discussion, let's talk about seeking mentorship. I think finding a mentor is really helpful. I had a mentor. It's the reason why I have a job today, and other people really need to take advantage of this because it provides so many benefits. What are those benefits? Well, you have access to a wider network, you have increased confidence and credibility, you have guidance and advice, and then lastly, you just have more opportunities for introductions and referrals. The best way to find a mentor is just to cast a wide net and look for people that are within your respective industry. You can do this on LinkedIn and any other online networking platforms. And if you're a UX designer, I 100% recommend adplist.org, and I'll make sure to include the link to that in the description below. And lastly, you should definitely be yourself. If you're going to be working with someone regularly, you should be authentic. That's really all they can ask for. Mentors are people who genuinely want to help you because of the person that you come off to them as, and so I think it's 100% important here to be genuine and authentic. And then the last section for us to cover is really to just attend events and conferences. There's so many places that you can go to find events. Some that I recommend all the time are Eventbrite. You can find them on Google. You can go on LinkedIn and look for online events that are either virtual or in person, but just try your best to find events that are either local. 100% recommend in person over virtual, but if not, virtual works as well. And that is pretty much it. Those are 5 tips that I would say helped me with networking and hopefully help you too. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below any other tips that you would recommend for people. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.